Hello, 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 welcome back to another episode of Dwarf Fortress. Last time, we gave the new deal for dwarves, where we built a whole bunch of roads and cut down a whole bunch of wood, and we did a whole bunch of stuff with ash, and yeah, that's basically what we did. Also ran out of copper, now we're kind of stocking up on things. The last thing that happened before I cut the episode was migrants showed up, so I actually don't know how many migrants we're going to have. I'm more worried about all the animals they're going to bring with them. And we need to expand the bedroom pretty soon. So, you need to worry about that. On the plus side, we are going to have a whole bunch of more people to haul crap all over the place, so that's good. So we won't run out of two things. We also need to build, probably need to build a, I'm loath to do this because I know as soon as I do it, it's going to end badly, but we're going to do it anyway. We're going to build a temple for our dwarves. How many dwarves? We have 56 dwarves right now. So, I don't know. We have 56 dwarves right now. So we also need to build containers. I guess we'll just build bags here, even though I really don't need to. Alright, need to build a meeting area. Assign a location, add a location. It's going to be a temple. We have a bunch of different deities, but since it's our why do we worship a god of painting and depravity? Muck and lies. I guess we are an evil civilization, so I guess that totally makes sense that we would that we would have 28 worshippers of painting and depravity. But we're going to set it to no specific deity. And the reason we're going to do that is we're going to change the restrictions. So basically, this is what our dwarves are going to end up doing is they'll show up and they'll meditate on things and they'll pray to their gods. And this is just going to make our dwarves basically sit around and do fuck all for a long period of time. Which is terrible, but on the other hand, it will make them happy. Because, again, we are only in our second year. And despite being in our second year, we haven't had any murders yet. Because again, remember, everything from lying to murder to betrayal and treason are all considered personal problems. So murder should be common as we get more and more dwarves. So that'll be a thing. That'll be a thing, and I fully expect this fortress to spiral out of control sometime in the future. I said I wasn't going to do more farming, but I guess I lied. I'm like the single worst person when it comes to remember sticking to anything. I tend to go, I'm not gonna do that, and then I do exactly what I said I wasn't going to. So, I suppose I could grow things that I don't want, but why? I guess. I suppose I could do that, but no, I'm gonna force myself to stop to focus on things. I should probably build the road down here. Now, as far as I know, as far as I'm aware, the caravans can travel over things like that, I think. I think that's what they do. I think. I'm 90% sure. I'm pretty sure they can travel over these little ramps. So we will see. If they can't, we'll figure something out, I guess. But I'm 90% sure they can. I actually have to make more blocks. I don't want to make more blocks. Don't want to do that, but we may have to. Because I'm already running out again. But again, this is all in the name of progress, so once we have the entire exterior done, we'll also be able to do something else I've been looking forward to doing, which is trapping the entire outside. So one of the other things we're going to do is the reason we are wrapping basically the entire map in road is the essential way to do it. Essentially, the reason we're doing this is when the trade caravans spawn. One of the problems they have is that they can't cross traps. So trade caravans will never path through traps. So if I was to say, build a line of traps like right here, the trade caravan would not cross them. It would consider it would say, oh, there's no path. So we couldn't put cage traps here because they'd be like, oh, there's no path here. But if we ring the entire outside with roads, they will spawn, say, like here in a 3x3 area, and they will say, oh, even though there's cage traps like all filled in this area, they'll be like, oh, I can just path around them. But invaders won't do that. Invaders will go, oh, we spawned here, and the quickest way to get to here is just to walk through this area, and they'll just wander into all the cage traps and essentially defeat themselves, which is what we want. We don't want them. We don't want a bad situation to get worse. Looks like we also have to cut down on a couple trees. Oh well. So I'm hoping this will work as well as I'm planning. Hoping it's gonna work exactly as I think of it, but you know how these things can go. These things can almost, anything that can go wrong will go wrong. And considering your average dwarf has the the mental capacity of a boulder, we will see if they start murdering each other before that even gets done. Now, I'm actually gonna dig that down and dig that down. Actually, I can't dig there. I can't dig there because it's the edge of the map, so it won't let me dig in the edge of the map. So, I don't want to do this. I suppose what I could do is I would dig this out. Trying to think of the best way to do this. I suppose I could make a turn here and then put it down here. So actually, if so 1, 2, 3, and then up, and then 1, 2, 3, and over, I guess. This is kind of a dumb way to do this, but I want to make sure that oh crap. And then there's actually a drop there already. Okay. So actually, we'll put the road here, and then we will dig out here and here, and then we will probably dig out these below. Actually, let's just dig this tree out. Let's dig that out. Okay. And then... Okay, so I dug that out, and then we can dig this out. Maybe? Did you lose the pick again? You did. Oh, goddamn. Alright, and then we will build the paved road here, and then we'll match it up and everything will be fine. It's not nearly as terrible as it seemed. Problem solving. If only I was this good at problem solving when I was in school, I wouldn't be making videos like this. I'd be like I'd be like a surgeon or something. Not that I would ever want to be a surgeon, but still. It's one of those jobs where you have to be incredibly smart to actually do them. Smart and steady hands, neither of which I possess. I think it's always one of my least favorite things about myself is I don't have steady hands. I've always had like I wouldn't call them tremors in my hands, but I sort of have, I'm always restless with my hands, is a good way to put it. I guess that's the way to put it, yeah, so... Yeah, they're gonna have a small thing, but the chances of them spawning literally right here are so slim that it won't matter. At least I don't think it will. Can I delete these? Can I cut these down? Or, well, no, it won't let me, so... This part of the map's gonna be a bit of a pain. I suppose I could make, like, a false... No, I could dig through this, I guess. But if they spawn up here, I'm not sure what I would do. God, this is a little awkward. I'm still making ash, though, so... I mean, how are we doing on wood, by the way? How's our wood stockpile? Yeah, we have plenty of room, so... No big deal there. A bunch of kaolinite. I guess I should make, I'm assuming this is all kaolinite? It is. So I suppose I should make, like, tell them to make large clay pots. Which I believe is these. Yes? Yeah, so we can put drinks in them. Which I think we don't actually need to... I don't think if we do this, we actually need... Yeah, I don't think these actually need to be glazed, so we should be okay with that anyway. Are they still making thread? No, they're not. They're not still making thread. They probably should, though. So let's have one guy doing it. But the good thing is we're still ahead and everything. We are going to need to make more pots to make more barrels. Well, so we don't have to make barrels. Although we probably could. We probably could do everything we will ever need. Considering most of our guys are off, you know, doing other things. 8 million things we need to do. And we don't have enough dwarves to do them. You know what I just realized? We should probably be, like, doing the roads up here first. You know, build the highways. If we ever actually make it far enough that we need, that we become, like a kingdom or something, like if the king ever shows up, which I don't know if we're ever going to get to that point. Very rarely do, you know, forts make it so long that you end up a kingdom, unless something goes horribly wrong in your world where, like, the mountain homes are destroyed or something. But assuming we got to the point where we became a kingdom and we got a king, we'd have enough paved roads to make him happy. Actually, I'm not sure. It's been a while since I've been a kingdom, or I've played long enough to have a kingdom. But it used to be that if you wanted to, the king wanted to show up, you first had to do a whole bunch of shit. And one of the things you had to do early on was you had to have enough paved roads so that the king could travel in style to come to you. He wouldn't come if he didn't have enough paved roads there for him. Oh god, we still have so much thread, which I'm assuming is being used by all the looms. Oh god, we're so behind on hauling so much shit. There's so much stuff we haven't hauled. Because I keep making jobs for them to do. Should I make rocks? I didn't make rocks. I'm going to make more rocks. So, rock blocks. I don't know, 50 rock blocks is probably be enough. I think we can gather more plants. Looks like there's a whole bunch of plants to gather, so... And of course, someone out there right now is looking at this and going, no, don't do it. You're getting distracted again. Don't tell all your dwarves to gather even more crap. They're already gathering way too much shit. This is what happens when a hoarder plays Dwarf Fortress. You can just gather, like, I'm playing Dwarf Fortress as if I was playing as sentient dragons. Like, oh, just gather everything that exists. Does it have value? We don't know. We're just gonna gather it anyway. We just need all of it. I don't know why I need it, but I need it. I can't get rid of it. I need literally everything. Go away, boulder. Keep thinking... I don't know if boulders just keep appearing or if I'm just blind to them. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm gathering. I'm just gathering shit. Oh, we already made all the ash. That's actually good. We're actually in advance. So I kind of want to start making steel. The problem with making steel is you require a couple things. You require first you require iron. Iron then needs to be turned into pig iron, which we can make. But to make pig iron, you need 1 iron bar and flux stone, I believe, which is like marble or something else. And then you need, once you turn it to pig iron, you need to turn the pig iron into steel, which requires fuel, and I think another, even if you use a magma forge, you still need fuel, and I think you need more flux stone. So I think that's a thing we actually need to worry about. Need to look that. Actually, let me look that up really quickly, just so I make sure I plan it out in advance. We're pretty. I don't want to say we're far away from making steel, but I think we are. we already have access to flux stone and iron, so yeah, we need... Okay, so we need to make pig iron. Pig iron requires iron, flux stone, a unit of fuel, and then another unit of fuel or magma. So basically we need iron, flux stone, and carbon to make pig iron, and then once that you have one pig iron, you need another bar of iron, another bar of pig iron, more flux stone, another source of carbon, and then magma or another unit of fuel to produce 2 bars of steel. So it's complicated. So basically, we need for every 2 bars of steel, we need 2 flux stone, 2 iron, and 2 coke or charcoal to make steel bars. So that's complex, but we can definitely do it. I think it's more than possible to do. So I'm gonna focus on that. Focus on that. We're gonna set everything up. I think that's what we're gonna do. Is we're gonna try to focus on setting it up so that we can do that. You still making pigtail thread? You are. What is this? Okay, you're making dimple cups. We also are going to need at some point start making with all our cloth. We need to make cloth bags at some point. We should probably start doing that now. Probably need to make like 40 cloth bags. And the reason is because we're going to start grinding up with our querns things like dyes and other important shit that we need. So we do need to worry about that. Not entirely yet, but it's still something we need to do. Did we run out of kaolinite again? We run out of... No, he's still doing it. He's just making the pots, but no one's able to haul them yet, because we have 8 million other jobs that require hauling. We haven't gotten enough dwarves. We just have to haul all this wood and all these plants I told them to haul. God, so many things. Actually, we're almost done doing rock blocks, and we're almost already done making cloth bags, so... Probably because the cloth is literally... Oh god, Werezebra. Okay, I don't know if any dwarves are outside, but I don't really care, so... Pull the lever, do it now. Okay, there are actually dwarves outside. We may lose a couple guys. Okay, so what we're gonna do is this. I'm gonna set a... What is burrowing? I usually don't use burrows because they're a pain in the ass, but we're gonna use them now. So we need to add a new burrow, and we need to define this burrow and where it is. Which is really just anywhere on this level and anywhere on this level. And that's really hard to look at. And basically this is our, basically this is our, oh shit, everything is wrong, bro. Like, in case of situation where I need all the dwarves to go inside and not do crap outside, this is sort of the, you know, this is sort of the, oh crap, we need to get inside, essentially. And I suppose we can also set this interior to be part of the burrow. Oh crap, don't set this outside as being part of the burrow. How do I get rid of it? No, I don't want to do this. No, I want to get rid of it. No. Okay, so... Delete? No, I don't want to delete the burrow. No, I want to... define this burrow. Currently erasing. Okay, so it's... Oh, no. Okay, this is a little confusing. Currently erasing. Erase this, because I don't want my guys going outside the friggin' walls. When they don't need to be. Okay, so that's all set up. Now we need to add citizens to the burrow. So we need to literally add them all by hand. Is there a way to... No. I don't know if there's a way to, like, mass add them. I guess not. I'm just gonna do it all by hand one at a time. There needs to be like an add all citizens button. Just add everybody to the borough. We might lose a couple dwarves doing this. Okay. Okay, so I did that. How do I activate it? Get inside, everybody. Okay, sealed that off. The Warthog, wait, what? I am inaccessible. Yeah, I know it's inaccessible because we sealed off the outside. Werezebra, where are you? Oh, it's out there. It's gonna attack our... It's gonna attack them again. It's gonna attack all our war puppies and things. Yeah, oh god, it's murdering all the dogs. Oh god. Wait, did it die? I don't think so. Nope, it's still alive. I thought it was dead. It is not dead. It is very not dead. Nope, attacking the dwarf. Oh no. Attacking a fishery worker. I think it killed the fishery worker. Yeah, killed the fishery worker. Oh. Wait, why is the Werezebra talking about how death is all around us and how horrible it is? On the plus side, it does give us a reason to dig out a funeral place. It does give us a reason to, dig out, like, a... So let me put it right next to the hospital. That's a good place for a tomb so that our dwarves are not just sitting in, are not just sitting inside of a... just sitting in a stockpile. Hoping it'll just... Oh, wait, it turned back. And then it goes away. Okay, well, that was anticlimactic. Pull the lever, do it now. How do I disable the burrow? I wish there was just a way to, like, enter and, you know... yeah, we'll just delete it. If we need another burrow, we'll do it again later. Alright, guys. Burrow's gone. Time to pick up all the dead dwarves. Let's do a couple rock sarcophaguses, or no? Wait, coffins? Yeah, they're rock coffins, so let's do like 11 coffins. Okay. Well, that sucked. So, is this stuff up for grabs, exactly? Well, it was basically torn apart. That's kind of terrible, but, I mean... It was sort of awful, but we did what we did. So, we survived. That kind of sucked, but we survived, so we're not in too much crap yet. Actually, I need to build more doors. Build some more rock doors. I don't know, like 20 of them. Enough Werezebras. We keep losing dogs. It's the problem, is we keep having creatures show up and murder all of my dogs, and I sort of need the dogs. I sort of need those dogs, but they keep dying, so... I actually don't know how many dogs we have left. We have one female. We have a bunch of puppies. The puppies still haven't grown up yet. I might have to tell them... Well, actually, we do have a male war dog. So we have at least one male war dog. Okay, well, I suppose we can stick one of them outside. Although I sort of don't want to, because I want them to breed and have more dogs. Okay, they build the coffin yet? Okay, they're still building the coffin. Alright, build the coffins. Burial receptacle, planning mode. Now I can stick the dwarf corpse in a coffin. So he won't come back and be all angry at us. So I think he's just sitting. No, he's not. Yep, he's sitting in our corpse stockpile. Just his corpse is just sitting here. This mangled corpse. Don't worry, we're gonna stick you in a coffin. We got one of those. Wish you could train war cats. That's something I kind of wish you could do. Is you could train like war cats, even though it would be sort of pointless, I think. We also need to build more tables and shit. Okay, we're running out. Actually, we're out of bins now. What our stocks look like? Okay, we have a bunch of iron, so we can actually make copper bins again. Although it takes 3 bits, so we don't want to make too many. Copper bin, like 30, which would mean 90 copper, which we have. We also need to make tables and stuff, so I guess we'll make iron tables for now. I mean, because iron's pretty common, so it's not like we're in super need of it, but it's not like we're gonna run out of iron. We will be able to find iron if we need it. There's lots of plants everywhere. I didn't know plants grew under stockpiles. I assumed they didn't, but I guess that was wrong. I guess that was wrong. Are these, like, growing plants that I can use? They are. Okay. Let's cut these down. There's zero reason I need this much wood, but we're still like buried in wood at this point. But you guys still making pigtails? You are. You have so much. Oh, it's fall. Okay, so we survived another. We survived another. Another season. Still hoping some of those puppies are gonna grow up. But I think that's a good time. I think this is a good time to cut this episode. So next time we're hopefully going to. We already built the bags, so I guess next time our big thing we gotta do is get this under control, get some more bins up and running, finish the roads, cut all these gems, and I guess start going back to like brewing and cooking food, and everything else. I think that's our next goal. Or maybe we'll dig out the rest of this area. Or start making. Actually, I might just fill this with coffins. Probably won't need that many coffins, but good to be prepared in advance. I think that's what we're gonna do. But anyway, I'm gonna cut this episode here, so see y'all next time.